Overflows.
Intimacy, an ongoing process. Intimacy is a journey, not a fixed state. Intimacy is an ongoing process of exploration within and growth. And each interaction offers an opportunity to deepen understanding of oneself and one's partner. Intimacy is indeed an ongoing process. Certainly, it is not a destination. It requires continuous efforts, communications, and vulnerability from both partners to build and maintain a deep, connected relationship. This is important, so I repeat it again. Certainly, it is not a destination. It requires continuous effort, communication, and vulnerability from both partners to build and maintain a deep, connected relationship. This means working on emotional closeness, effective communication, and resolving conflicts constructively to foster a fulfilling and lasting bond. This means actively working on emotional closeness, effective communication, and resolving conflicts constructively to foster a fulfilling and lasting bond. This requires continuous effort to build and maintain intimacy. To build and maintain intimacy. Remember, it is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing process that requires constant and consistent effort from both partners. Intimacy demands communications and vulnerability. Only then open and honest communication, including sharing thoughts and feelings, is possible. As it is crucial for intimacy, vulnerability or being willing to show your true self is also essential. Intimacy is not passive. It requires active participation from both individuals to nurture the connection and address any challenges that may arise. Intimacy evolves and also deepens with relationship. Therefore, as a relationship evolves, intimacy may shift, deepen, and change, requiring partners to adopt and find new ways to connect with each other. Intimacy can be affected by life changes, stress, and other factors. So it is important to actively work on maintaining and strengthening the bond between the two. Focus should remain on building trust and emotional closeness. Trust should always be on building trust and emotional closeness. Both trust and emotional closeness are fundamental or foundation to deeper intimacy, and they require ongoing effort to cultivate and maintain. Remember, human body has a wisdom of its own. It is divine. but its language is that of a little child. So, very simple yet deep. This is what we hear if you have the courage to listen. So direct and so true. And we do not listen or go into because we think we are not body, we are more than body. What a loss. This we face continuously. Meditation plays a significant role in fostering deeper intimacy, and man ignores the significance of meditation. And a man of meditation who has nothing to hide and has accepted himself in his totality is better equipped to experience intimacy. I'm talking about real meditation that happened, not meditative talks. Also, meditation can help individuals become more aware of their emotions and reactions, which can be helpful in navigating intimacy and deepening the bond. In the process of fostering intimacy, one must be aware of positive changes of superficial intimacy. This can lead to loneliness and a sense of disconnection. Therefore, it is essential for individuals to go deeper into relationship, even if it feels risky, to experience true connection. There is yet another aspect, cognitive or intellectual intimacy. This requires when individuals can openly exchange ideas, share thoughts, and find common ground or appreciate differences in their perspectives. There is bound to be difference in perspectives. We must respect it. As I am going deeper into various aspects of intimacy, we must think of experimental intimacy as well. This aspect of intimacy, the experimental intimacy, involves engaging in shared activities together, even in silence, without necessarily focusing on verbal communication or emotional sharing. The best example of experimental intimacy is music. The best example of experimental intimacy is music. Musicians play together to illustrate this type of intimacy. Different musical instruments are played together in an orchestra to create a harmony between them. So this is what happens. Human body is an orchestra, and when two orchestras are fusing in together, the male orchestra and the feminine orchestra, this is an example of experimental intimacy. For freedom from past conditionings, individuals must be encouraged to break free from societal and familial conditionings around love and relationships, which can hinder true intimacy. Remember, true intimacy involves interdependence, where individuals support each other's growth and self discovery while maintaining their individual identities and respecting each other's boundaries. Vulnerability is a key component of intimacy and very important. This requires individuals to be open and honest about their fears and insecurities. Fear of intimacy is quite common and normal. Many people are afraid of intimacy because it requires dropping all defenses and exposing oneself to potential vulnerability. And it is not easy to drop all defenses. The path to intimacy requires cultivating self awareness, meditation, and freedom from fear are crucial steps towards experiencing deeper levels of intimacy between the partners. Still, there is intimacy which exists and blossoms beyond the levels of relationships. Certainly, intimacy can evolve beyond the traditional confines of romantic relationships. This will lead to a potentially deeper and more brother sister like connection. This has been specifically this has been seen specifically in case of couples whose sexual relationships had faded with the passage of time after deeper fulfillment, but whose intimacy deepened. Intimacy has to deepen, and with the passage of time, there had been a deeper fulfillment. Here, I am talking about faded sexual relationship after fulfillment, not terminated or abandoned sexual relationship for any reason. Sometimes the sexual relationship between the two are terminated and then they start operating as brother and sister. But I am talking about the brother sister connection that is felt deep within only after a total fulfillment of sexual intimacy. This is seen in case of a couple whose sexual relationship has faded with the passage of time after deeper fulfillment, but whose intimacy deepened also. Softness is the strength in fostering intimacy. Softness, gentleness, and vulnerability are not signs of weakness, instead, rather signs of strength. Therefore, approaching relationship with an open and receptive heart is important because this approach creates a space for genuine connection and growth between the partners. Therefore, approach relationship with an open and receptive heart as it creates a space for genuine connection and growth. Thus continues the life of bliss beyond duality as I present deeper insights into the work of Nivedita, Life of Bliss Beyond Dualities.